Hello everybody and welcome back to your favourite FIFA series on YouTube. It's Be a Goalkeeper episode 26. And if you have been enjoying this series, let's get it to 10 likes. Also, don't forget to subscribe. So I think I might have made a little bit of a mistake joining Brentford. I've had a look around and a lot of the players are actually out of contract in 5 months. And the way we play in this episode, I have a feeling it's going to be a rough few months. But moving on, the first match is Portsmouth away from home, and Portsmouth are a pretty decent side, but they do get off to a very poor start. You can see we get a little cross in it, and we get a handball. That is a penalty. This one is probably one of the closest ones to a penalty. His hands are out there, you can see. I think it gets a double hit as well. Still very soft, but we're going to take those. And Jansen's on the penalty. He goes for a little Panenka to the side. Keeper gets to it, but he gets the follow-up, and we are 1-0 up in 3 minutes. Cracking start there. I have no idea why he's tried the Panenka, but it does kind of work out. He gets very lucky that the goalkeeper hits it onto the post and it just falls directly back into his path, and it's an easy enough finish. That is one more goal added to his tally. He is still top goal scorer of the championship. After our quick start, Portsmouth have finally decided to turn up to this game and have a shot from distance, but it is straight at me. Now what you're going to see here is absolutely rage-inducing. What has happened here? It's an absolute joke. I have called the goalkeeper out. He's ran out and decided to header the ball instead of grabbing it. Look at what is he doing? He looks like a little seal running out and sliding along the grass. Things like this just keep happening, and every time I make a mistake they score from it. You can see it just falls directly into his path. He's not going to miss that. It just seems to be a regular occurrence. I don't know if it's because I'm playing on Legendary. When I was playing on World Class, things like this weren't happening, but now on Legendary they just happen so often. Maybe instead of making the AI better, they just make me worse. But that is half time, 1-1. Portsmouth don't really deserve to be in this. They haven't really made too many opportunities, but they definitely got some luck. They do have one here that just hit wide. I was nowhere near it, so if it was on target, they would have scored. And this is a great chance for us. I don't know, he's mishit it into the floor kind of. Keeper gets down quick enough, but there was no power behind the ball anyway, so it's easy enough save. Made a little bit of a meal of it. But this is what I'm on about. Look at my defenders. What are they doing? The midfielders. We're playing 5 at the back, but he had all the time just to jog through the midfield. No one closed him down. When they finally do, they leave the space in behind, and he does a decent enough finish with his left foot, curls it around me. But the animation for me, see there, doesn't even raise his hands, tries saving it with his feet for no reason. Maybe I might lower the difficulty again. I don't really want to, because I don't feel like I'm doing too bad, but we do lose that game 2-1 now. No times are wasted, and move on to the next game against Barnsley. Hopefully we can get a better defensive line going here. With us playing 5 at the back, I expect us to be able to hold the line here, but we do let him just run through. I do make a save. It hits me in the face. Having a big head does come in handy sometimes, but Jansen here hits it. Goalkeeper saves onto the post, hits the crossbar, and it's goal line technology working in our favour there. We'll see it in a minute. It does just cross the line, millimetres in it. But we are 1-0 up against Barnsley now. It's a decent enough finish, you know. It does rise above everyone else. We don't actually get replay, so here's my custom replay. Jansen makes a space. Keeper makes a good save. Pushes it onto the post, but no defenders covering him. He does a little shadow boxing. Watch out, he's going to take your lights out. But do not worry if you are a Barnsley fan. What is my left back doing? Goes for a little slide tackle, misses it, and look at that volley. To be fair to him, he gets his leg up high and cracks it into the back of the net. But defensively, we are so poor. We get caught out on the counter-attack way too often. No one tracking back. What is the centre-back doing? Leaves him to the other centre-back. He gets a good volley. I, once again, do not know how to save my hands. Went for my feet. Nowhere near it. If I had used my hand, I probably would have saved it, but it's a cracking volley. He gets his leg high. Can't really take it away from him. And like 3 minutes later, we lose the ball in midfield. And where's my defenders this time? No one tracking in, no one in the way. And I make a mistake with my movement. I move to the right thinking he's going to curl it around me. But where are my centre-backs going? They leave him, just don't even get back. They're too slow. You can see I moved too far to my right and leave all the space to the left side. I assumed he was going to go that way. He did not. Left him the space. He's going to score that every day of the week. And going into half-time, we are 2-1 down. We need to be much better in defence, and we are not making enough opportunities in attack. But it's hard to do when you're getting taken out like that. Jansen absolutely snapped by Michael there. Crunches him. for no reason, was nowhere near the ball, and that happens a lot. I do not show everyone, but it does happen regularly. Moving into the latter stages of the game here, we're finally making opportunities. We get one in the 79th minute. The substitute not been on very long, and he drills it past the keeper. He scored one like that in the last episode, very similar, but this chipped through ball. He wins the header back out, and this pass is beautiful. Great run off the defender. Keeper should be saving it. It is very close to him, and there was not a lot of power behind it. He just can't get his foot outstretched quick enough, and we have tied it up late into the game. Their last opportunity just goes wide, and we do manage to get another draw. Seems to be a regular occurrence for us at the moment, draw after draw. Our next opponents are Birmingham City, and we get off to a flyer. Look at that strike, unbelievable stuff.
Mwah.
He gives you the old Steven Gerrard there. Fully deserved from that strike, but we do work it well on the edge of the box. Look at him make that run. Takes a little touch and absolutely cracks it past the keeper. He probably should be saving this one. He had the angles all right, but he doesn't stretch his arm out far enough, and it's very disappointing, but it did have a decent amount of power behind it. Birmingham City get a half chance there, edge of the box, bit under pressure, doesn't make the most of it, but this is a great opportunity, and the keeper saves it. How does he save that one and not the other one? That's a cracking save. But once again, defensive mistake, and they slot it in the 42nd minute. I am gobsmacked at how bad our defence has been. Why is he sliding there? He's nowhere near the ball. The commentators had the cheek to blame me for that one because I wasn't in the right position. When you have been beaten at the near post as often as I have, you tend to be a bit more cautious with your positioning, and they put the blame on me for that goal. I don't think I had a chance. He slides it over, taps it in, and manages to tie up the game. Now, for the first time in a long time, I am showing a free kick because we hit the post. It's the closest we've come to scoring from one, and then Birmingham City pulled us out of the bag and scored an absolute screamer in the 57th minute. I had no chance. He has just walked onto that one and absolutely belted it, runs off the midfield, defenders don't cover and just cracks it past me. Top bins, no chance. Got to hand it to him for that one. Decent enough finish, just out of my reach. I made a decent effort for it, one for the cameras, but it's 2-1 and we are losing again. Things like this were happening regularly. That ball across the box was scarily good. Cut into 71 minutes now. We do win the ball up high, but what is that for a pass? Just pass it across the floor. There's no need for the chip, but we do carry on the move and we do score in the 72nd minute, bringing us back into this game, levelling it up 2-2. Birmingham dilly-dallying with the ball, had the opportunity to clear it, did not. We managed to keep the move going. He manages to make some space for himself and slots it past the keeper. Now he gets onto this strike. Oh, that would have been upper echelons, top bins. That was so close to being a great finish. Just walks onto it perfectly, absolutely cracks it, but the keeper has to perform an outstanding save, one of the best of the whole game, possibly of the season, and once again we managed to salvage a draw. Now the next game is against Burnley, who are second, 3 points behind us. Both have 20 wins. We have a few more draws than they do. This is going to be one of those tight games. We need to win to make the gap a little bit bigger. They need to win just to tie it up. And this game is definitely one for the goalkeeper. You can see 7 minutes in, Cornet there with a strike. I do manage to save it. Read him pretty well, push it wide, and then Sean Dyche looks very angry for some reason. Absolutely fuming. Maybe he thought Cornet should do better. We make our first opportunity in the 60th minute. Janssen there with a decent strike. Hennessy is the goalkeeper for Burnley, and he is making some unbelievable saves. This strike right here confused me big time. I don't know how he managed to get so much power with the outside of his boot. I thought he was definitely going to my near post, that's why I covered the angle. He nearly cracks that top bin. I would have been pretty gobsmacked if it went in though. So me and Hennessy are showing what we're worth today, and he makes another outstanding save. How has he got to that one? He has kept them in this game 0-0 at half time, but it has definitely not been one of those boring ones. There's been opportunities for both sides, especially us, but Burnley now putting the pressure. Cornet hits it straight at me, then tackles out for a goal kick. We're still holding on to this draw, but once again, over the top through ball. This could have been going wide, but I do feel like I have to make a save. Then check out that cheeky chip. I just managed to pick up the pace. How have I saved that one? Fully over me, grab it just before the line, and I managed to keep the ball out. This is one of the things I don't understand why we do. Always these high crosses which the keepers just come and collect. It happens multiple times a game, but we do end the game 0-0. We both get over 8 ratings. Hennessy with the man of the match made more saves. And that is going to be it for the end of the episode. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And as always, look after yourself, stay safe, and I'll speak to you next time. Goodbye.